Well, good morning. Rise and shine. I'm back after 6 months to make another iconic video for you to just watch over and over again, of course. No, but seriously, I decided today I'm gonna do a very 2016 inspired makeup look. I'm starting off with no makeup, just skincare right now. Cause I wanna just build this look together and really just feel, what the universe is telling me to look like today. So, I mean, there's really nothing else to say, is there? I might as well just start doing it. So let's go and let's get this started. So I already did my skincare. I did moisturizer, eye cream, serum, toner, and another toner, to get this wet look. So I might as well prime. What I'm gonna prime with, who knows? I'm just gonna pick a random one from here and we'll see what comes out. NYX face glue. I love this stuff. It's so good. I'm just gonna shake that shit up. And if I'm looking down, it's because I have my mirror. If we're gonna go 2016, we are gonna go 2016. We're gonna go with the Hourglass Vanish Stick, okay? This is amazing for me because I don't like to look natural, so that is, what we're doing. We're really just highlighting what I'm good at. So, let's lather this shit on. So I tend to go from the middle and put the most in the middle because that's where I need the most, coverage. My nose is red, very red. Wow, I said let me put the whole thing on. Yep, okay, we're going there. I'm just gonna spray my face with the NYX Bear With Me, what is it called? Prime Set Refresh Spray. I usually just spray like one side of my face, blend it out, and then the other side of my face. And then pat that shit in. Ooh, it's windy as shit outside. Oh my god, I wasn't even paying attention to see if you could see my face. How terrible of me. I don't know why I'm like beating the shit out of my face right now, but that's good. And I forgot to even mention that in the past couple of videos, of course, I did my eyes first, but this time I didn't because I'm different and I want to be different, okay? So that's just what's gonna happen today. I'm gonna go to cream bronzer next. Let's just go for my fave, Juvia's Place cream bronzer in Nutmeg, which is too dark. I'm just gonna use a really light hand, and that's just what's gonna happen. Just gonna dab it on the brush, dab it on the back of my hand to spread it out, and then on my face. It is dark. I mean, that looks crazy. That looks crazy. You can't tell me anything. You cannot tell me anything. We're gonna have to just grab our foundation brush super fast and help ourselves out over here. We're just gonna do this and it's gonna be a lot better. I'm just gonna go for a super light pink blush. I'm gonna kind of apply it under the eye a little bit on the side and then on the forehead as well. Now, I started doing makeup in 2014, so, as the full coverage was reaching its peak, but, I think by the time it was 2016 was when I gained enough skill to actually be able to do it. Not that I looked good at all. I use one of, these brushes that are, super flat, and I got it on Amazon for, $5, and I really it's my favorite. So I'm just gonna blend out this blush. Alright, now it's concealer time. For concealer, I'm gonna use that same Pretty Smart concealer that I'm almost out of from the last video. This right here, ever since I tried it, has become a staple. It rivals the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer, and it really reminds me of, the finish of, the same look on my face. It definitely is not the same texture. It's a little bit more, wet. But it really, the way that it applies, the way that it blends out is the same, if not better. We're going for it, okay? That's the name of the game today, okay? Is to just look as crazy as possible, isn't it? And now my under eyes. I typically just really try to only cover the inside. Just doesn't, you know, really interfere with what I put down before, if that makes sense. I think it's time to actually powder my face and stop letting my face crease up. So I'm just gonna blend out any creases that I let happen really quickly. And then, grabbing my powder on my powder puff, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna press it on the back of my hand, and so that it's even amongst the puff. And then I'm just gonna lightly push it under my eyes. And I'm gonna bring it a little bit down here and a little bit over everything. Just on the cheek though. I don't want to powder my whole face. Gonna do the same thing to the other side. Alright, I guess I will do a light dusting of powder over my face. I just really want it to be... Oop, I just dropped it. I just really want it to be a little extra, like, smooth and just, like, set down and easier to apply more on top. Again, 2016. We're really in that mindset, so powder is very important, but still, I'm going to do it a little bit lighter. I'm just going to take my Flower Beauty Light Illusion powder and a Real Techniques powder brush, and I'm just going to tap it off, and I'm going to start on my forehead and just kind of go over everything. I like this because it makes my face look like a filter in real life, so I'm just lightly going over everything. I look very adorable, as always, so I'm going to go for some powder bronzer next. I need to use my favorite, my Lunar Beauty Outer Dimension palette. I just love it so much. I basically use it every time. This one is just like daily driver, you know, worthy bronzer. So... And I'm using another brush I found on Amazon. It's like this weird, like fluffy, flat little, like, it's not dense at all. If you can see, it's shaking. I don't know if you can see that. I'm not good at this, okay? Don't judge me. Okay, we're more bronzed, I think. I think I'm gonna go for this Kosas blush in Butterflies. And just kind of go over everything super lightly. And isn't this brush so cute? This is an Essence Harley Quinn highlighter brush. And in no way in any universe is this a highlighter brush, but it's good for blush. So it's kind of dense, but you know, if you have a very gentle, dainty little light hand like I do, it really just smooths blush over any place that you really want to go. And I'm also using a super light hand, so that's very important. I think I want a little bit more definition up here with blush. I think I want to use a slightly deeper color. So I'm going to go for Flower Beauty. It's a matte blush in Wild Rose. Just going to take it. I'm going to tap off the excess against my mirror and just lightly place it right here, right on this outside region. And by layering this over the other one, but only on the inside, I feel like I get a lot more dimension. Again, I like to be bright pink. I know most people don't want to be bright pink, but I do, so this is how, you know, I do it these days. And of course, I gotta get my nose. I like to add a little bit of highlighting powder under my eyes. Again, just right down here to really brighten it up. I'm gonna dip into this White Sky shade, and then also, what is this called? Bright Sky shade together. Tap it off, and we're just going to apply it to the inner portion of our under eye. And slowly pull it out to the beginning of the blush, like this. Alrighty, Rue. Right as I was finishing that last step, my camera died, but of course I had 2 backup batteries charging. So all I did was place that super light powder under both my eyes, and now it's time to spray the shit out of my face with, again, my favorite spray to spray in between each step. The NYX Bear With Me Set Prime Refresh, whatever the hell it is. And it has such a light mister, and it just, it feels good. And it smells good too. Alright, now that we did that, I'm gonna switch my lens to get closer, because this is as close as this lens will go. We're gonna put on the big boy. We're gonna put on the big boy, and then I'm gonna do my eye makeup. Or we're going to do it together. I'm actually going to do my eyebrows too, because I do not feel like doing that on camera, because that sounds terrible. So I'm going to do my eyebrows, I'm going to switch the lens, and then I'm going to be right back with you. Okay, now I just zoomed in super close with my iconic lens that's going to be really, really loud, and you're really going to hear it, but that is okay, because I have this nice view of my eyes. I just did my eyebrows, of course. I did them a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie, but that's okay, because we are going for 2016, and I also haven't done my makeup in like a week, or two. So we're just gonna skip past this, okay? And then I carve them out, and then I apply my MAC Painterly Paint Pot, of course, for my eye primer. For my palette today, I'm gonna pick my Lunar Beauty Nude Prism palette. I love Lunar Beauty shadows. This is what the inside looks like. Isn't that gorge? I love this palette. Look at those shimmers. Maybe we're gonna go for this one first. What is this one? Vibes? Are we feeling some vibes? I really like that shade. I use it a lot. We're gonna take it and we're gonna place it up here on both sides and just really, really super softly feathering that out. I'm literally holding my brush at the end. Wow, you can really hear that camera focusing, can't you? I'm gonna be using a flat, fluffy packing brush, Morphe, what is it? From their old 2016 collection, no, M433. Let's go into the shade Classic. I'm gonna just pack it on. I'm gonna take a little bit onto the end of the brush, and I'm gonna put that in. I have like a little pocket at the end of my eye right here, and then I'm gonna start to lightly kind of tap over the edges in little circles. Kind of push it into the primer that I have. See? Pushed it down, has a little bit of blend. Gonna go back in with our original brush, back into that Vibes shade that we did initially. Tap it off a little bit, and then we're gonna lightly just put it right on the edge there and do little circles and pull it out. Then we're gonna go with a lighter shade in the same brush, the lighter shade called Tease, and I'm gonna put this right in between those two colors. And I'm just gonna start to really pull this out. Back into the original shade and lightly feather it out. Tap into something even deeper. Super, super deep. Right down here. And I'm just gonna match it up with all of that color from above. Okay, now the lens just sounds crazy. We're gonna go with a slightly denser brush, I guess. We're gonna just fix this, and then I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side, and then I'm gonna be right back really fast, really, really fast.
Well, my camera didn't record any of the audio, which is fine. So basically, I just did the same thing on the other side and also fixed the eye that I just did. And now we're ready to put on our lid shade in all this empty space. I'm just applying a gold shade to my lid. It's actually my favorite gold shade that has ever been made. It is about 5 years old, so I probably shouldn't be applying it to my eye. But you know what? We live and we learn, because I am fine now with my makeup off. But basically, I am just treating this eyeshadow like, you know, a cut crease. And I'm just applying it in that way without concealer underneath. And now it's just time to replicate that on the other side. So same thing, just make it a cut crease. Now I'm applying some yellow eyeshadow underneath my eye. I wanted it to match the same tone as the gold on the top of my eye, just to kind of tie the whole look together. And then I'm just going to take that and I'm also going to drag it along the outside of my under eye. I'm going to take a blush in a very similar shade to that eyeshadow, and I'm going to blend underneath with a super fluffy brush. And I'm actually going to also blend this into the pink blush, just so that everything ties together a little bit better. And you can see it just kind of makes the look a little bit more cool and a little bit more, I don't know, edgy, I guess. But, you know.
I'm back, further away. Do you miss me? Anyways, I finished the eyes, okay? So now we're ready to spray the face once again with, you know what I'm gonna spray my face with. NYX Bear With Me. So, now that was a little ridiculous, but we're just gonna let that settle in, and I'm gonna select a highlighter actually from 2016. Anastasia Beverly Hills, Nicole Guerrero. Now that my face has soaked up some of the spray, I'm going to use my favorite highlighter brush, the Zoeva 134. It's the Luxe Powder Fusion brush. Love this for my highlighter. So I'm going to go into that pinky kitty cat shade, and I'm going to apply it kind of to the tip of the brush. I'm going to tap it off, and the way that I do my highlighter is apply it right kind of under the side of my eye right here, and then pull it onto the top of my cheek a little bit, really lightly, and then bring it up to the side right here. I forgot how nice this highlight went on. We are 2016. Don't forget your Cupid's bow. And then I'm grabbing a little tiny brush, and I'm gonna go into the Forever Lit shade, the like white shade. And I'm just gonna hit the tip of my nose right at the bottom. So when I look up, it's like whoosh, right there. And then just kind of pat that in. Then I'm gonna take that same shade, and I'm gonna apply it to my inner corners. I mean, come on. And of course, I have to hit the brow bone using my Jaclyn Cosmetics J03 brush. I know that they're not around anymore, but I like this tiny little brush for this specific purpose. And then right under my brow, I take this brush and I just really, really lightly pat it down. Okay, I need to stop looking at my monitor. That's crazy. You're gonna be so mad at me. So now I'm going to do, should I do a white liner? Yes, because that is what I did back in the day. All right, I'm gonna take my ColourPop cream gel liner, white shade, and I'm gonna apply it in my waterline. That's kind of painful. It's really dry. I'm not gonna lie, I should get a new one, but all right. I just did my eyeliner. Now I'm ready to do my mascara and lashes, which I'm just going to do off camera. That is just, no one wants to see that. So I'm going to be right back. All right, so I'm back. I'm back again. I just applied my lashes. I applied these lashes with cute little, I don't know if you can see them, but they have little like moons and stars on them. I thought they fit the gold theme and fit the theme of the whole look. So it's time to move on to lips. But first I need to take a makeup wipe and just remove all the makeup out of my mustache. Alright, now that I removed the makeup out of my mustache and off my lips, it's time to go in with my lip liner. For lip liner today, I'm going to go in with my NYX, just like classic lip pencil in Nude Truffle. This shade is so pretty. I'm going to overline just the top part, but keep the other sides of my lips in my natural lip line. Lips are completely lined. Now we're going to move on to lipstick. I'm going to use, what is this? I don't even know. L'Oreal Color Rich in 800 Ferris Nude. A super light shade. Now I'm going to just take it, I'm going to blend it out with my finger. Now that I have my lipstick applied, I'm going to apply my lip oil. Glosser oil, whatever you want, but I'm using a Kosas Wet Oil in shade Bare. I like it because it has like a warmish brown shade, and this shade specifically was very popular in 2016. We're just going to apply it all over. We're going to go do one more spray of our setting spray. Final layer. Just a really light layer over everything. Put that cap back on, and we're ready to go. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I mean, I really liked putting together this look. I mean, I definitely do look from the previous era that I feel like is returning in makeup, 2016 style. I have a really nice snatched look, gold eyes, nude lips. I mean, what else could you want? Really, nothing. So, well, I guess that is the end of this. And I really hope you enjoyed this one, and maybe it won't take me 6 months to make the next video, but who knows? It could not. Let's see what happens. So I appreciate you watching, and subscribe for more, hopefully soon, if I decide that this is what I feel like doing at the moment. It probably will be, maybe. That's what I say every time. But anyways, I hope you return for the next one. Thank you, and bye. Peace out. I'll miss you. I'll miss you lots.